Hi, everybody, and welcome to Secrets of Louisville Chefs. I'm Kevin Harnett. This is the show that shares some great secrets from Louisville's best chefs.
Watch out, it will flame up on you.
The chef from Bistro Relais at Bowman Field is with us.
That's the big flavor we were looking for.
He has French cooking in his blood, and today he's going to share some of his best secrets so you can make food like they do at the Bistro Relais at home.
Has been a secret all this time until now.
Plus, Tim Laird has a new quenching French cocktail that's easy to make yourself. It's happening in front of this studio audience, and it starts right now. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Kitchen Studio at Bourbon Barrel Foods. I'm Kevin Harnett. You're in for a treat today. The chef from Le Relais is in the house, and your taste buds are going to take a trip to France. Chef Alexander Dulaney is here. He's ready to share the secrets to some of the most popular menu items at Bistro Le Relais. If you've never had the chance to eat there, you'll want to check it out. It's tucked inside historic Bowman Field, which is a unique setting. You feel like you're in a scene out of Casablanca when you're there. My co-host Tim Laird is here.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Tim.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. And
Great audience, by the way. How about that?
Look at this.
They're ready to go to France. You promised them a trip to France. They're excited.
It is what it's going to feel like. You know, if you've ever been there, you see those planes fly in. I mean,
Right.
Le Relais has to be one of the most romantic restaurants in our great city.
Beautiful
The food
place.
is unbelievable as well. And today, what a treat for all of us.
Oh, exactly. I can't wait. It is such a wonderful location. So anyway, we're gonna get to. We're gonna head out to France.
Let's
just
do it
right now. All right. Thank you, Kevin Harnett. I'll tell you what. It's a great day to be in Kitchen Studio. I love this because we are gonna go to France, or at least our taste buds will. Without any further ado, please welcome Chef. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, Sam. How about
Good
yourself?
to see you, man.
All right.
I'll tell you. You work in a beautiful place. It's always, it's just so special to go to Bowman Field and then go to your restaurant. And by the way, we'll do a little French lesson here. It's La Relais,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
La, because some say la Relais, les Relais. It's La.
Yeah, because it's the masculine pronunciation. La is the feminine, le is the masculine, and lay is the multiple.
Got it. So you're the masculine side of it.
Yeah, very, very, that's how we do it in here. We throw it
We're
on.
not les Relais. Yeah, no.
That's how French chefs roll.
But I'll tell you, I'm pretty excited what you're going to cook. Probably one of the most decadent dishes, but it's so
Yeah,
wonderful.
absolutely.
I mean, foie gras, right?
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, when you
Yeah.
want to treat yourself, it's a way to go. So you're going to show us a little secrets to preparing that?
Oh, yeah. A little bourbon, a little foie gras, and, a little grits.
That's all you need. Bourbon, foie gras, I'm done.
Yeah.
Foie gras. So anyway, all right, Chef, let's get cooking. What do you have?
All right, well, let's start with the foie gras.
All right.
We've kept it on ice here because that's one thing a lot of people don't understand about it. You have to keep it on ice because a little bit of temperature is going to mess up your whole entire cooking. So you want to keep it as cold as possible. And then we're going to start our grits.
Oh, that's what it's going with, is little grits.
Yeah, we're going
What
to do
a
a
nice
little
combination, kind of that creamy
yes,
texture.
the creamy texture is very, very nice. So we're going to do this, and what we're going to do is we're going to score our foie gras so we can get a little texture, and it's going to help render a little of that excess fat that we don't need, and it makes an excellent presentation. So there we go. All right, so now we got it scored. Let's go ahead and get our grits going. We're going to add a little bit of chicken stock, and we're going to turn this flame up on high so we can cook this pretty quick. All right, now French cooking wouldn't be complete without heavy cream, man. You can't go wrong.
That's what you gotta love about the French.
Absolutely.
Cream, butter, the real thing.
Absolutely.
I mean, let's do heavy cream, let's do real butter.
Absolutely, and we're adding a little salt and pepper to it just to give it the backbone, open up the flavor. We've got a little minced garlic here. The garlic's going to help the grits out quite a bit.
Nice.
And normally you're going to finish your grits with a little bit of butter. That's the traditional Southern way. But since we're doing it French and we got foie gras on the table, we're going to finish it with the fat that's rendered from our foie gras while we cook it. So this is going to really make it rich and decadent. All right, so now our cream and our stock have finally started to get a little hot. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our grits to it. Here's the rule. You can always add more liquid to grits, but you can't add more grits to it. So try to make sure you got your grits right on the point from the beginning. So, and always remember, try to move your grits as much as you can. So keep an eye on it and always know what's going on. They'll tend to stick in the pan if you don't. All right, I think we can about start our foie. So you're gonna put it down on the score side down. You're gonna pop it into your pan. And don't be afraid to get your hands in there. I know people are like, oh, it's, you know, possibly got germs or bacteria. The great thing about it is there's such a high fat content on this, you don't have to worry about that. Germs can't survive in this bad boy. So, I mean, that's what you want.
Plus, you got the high heat going too. That's gonna
They explain why I don't get sick very often.
So always keep an eye on your flame and
Got it.
just let that smell come up, and you can smell the
I
nuttiness.
smell already. It's just,
yeah,
I
you
mean,
can smell
so
what
rich.
So we have a special herb blend that we do at Le Relais. It's very classical. It's just a little bit of thyme, sage, rosemary, parsley, and chives. It's kind of like the old song.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It is.
Yeah. So you know, here we go.
Our
Oh, wait, we're
Simon and Garfunkel mix goes in.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it back a little bit to the '60s. You know, and that's kind of what Le Relais is in a sense. It's a step back in time. You know, we want to create food that you're going to remember.
And I'm glad you like the premise of our show because you just revealed the secret to your sacred spice mix or herb mix that has been a secret all this time until now.
So it's starting to get thick on my grits. I'm going to add a little bit more cream just to keep them thin because we're going to add some cheese to this. We're using Grande Padano and it's an Italian Parmesan, only the freshest of the best. And shred your Parmesan. It's close to time eating it because when you shred it too early, it loses so much flavor and aroma. So that's why you always see at Italian restaurants them shredding it right there.
Right there on the spot, as you should do at home. If you buy the good cheeses, shred it at the end, right before use.
Exactly. So I'm going to let that kind of get in there and get some love going on.
And like you said, you can get a cheese course traditional. Actually, and end the meal, right, with a cheese
Oh,
course?
absolutely. You can end the meal with the cheese course, or you can even begin. We have wonderful. Now we're just going to add a little bit of that
There goes
fat.
some flavor in there.
That's the big flavor we were looking for right there.
God.
And this is what's going to create
Hello.
an amazing depth to this.
I can't wait to
This
start
is where
painting.
the food and Tim start talking. I've seen this happen once before.
I can't wait till we start painting.
Oh, absolutely,
Let's
absolutely.
get that plate painted up here, Chef. This looks
All
good.
right, we're going to get on it. All right, so now it's very simple.
Gosh, it smells so good up here.
We keep our grits nice and loose because I kind of treat it as
look
a
at that.
sauce for this
Nice
dish.
texture.
Yeah, absolutely. You want it to be right there in your face. And we're going to go with a little pistachios. And the pistachios and corn products just play so well, and the richness of the foie gras. And then we've got a little bit of this Amarena cherry syrup. This stuff is killer. I mean, if you've ever had an Amarena cherry, it's a sour, it's, you know, sweet, it's so in depth. It's great for making cocktails.
I was going to say great Manhattans, I'll bet. I'll have to try that.
Absolutely,
All right.
or old fashions, whatever you want it.
Or just on their own.
Absolutely.
All right.
Now you're just going to plate it up very simple. Put it up there. It looks gorgeous and golden. And then what you're going to do is you're going to finish it with a little salt because that's what's going to help that foie open up really well. And then we always finish with a little touch of bitter on ours because this is a sweet dish.
So the bitter is a little, is it
Lemon zest.
lemon zest? It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Now that is a work of art.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Fantastic, Chef. All right.
Looks great, smells great. The only sense left to figure out is if it tastes great, and a lucky studio audience member is going to have a chance to decide
Oh,
that.
no, they're not. I'm not going to let them go. I'm not going to let it go.
If we can hold Tim back, we have plenty more secrets from Alex Dulaney coming up. And Tim, you're mixing up a French cocktail.
I do. Fitting the mode. It's going to be fun, so stay tuned for that.
We'll be right back. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Foods. This is Secrets of Louisville Chefs. I'm Kellen Harnett, and you've been enjoying some of the great secrets from Alex Dulaney out of Bistro Le Relais. He's going to put a French twist on a great chicken breast coming up here in just a second. You want to stick around for that, but first, let's go back to the foie gras. And Tim,
Yes?
I know how much you love foie gras.
I know. And so thank you for letting me do a tasting along with one of our lucky studio audiences.
Yeah, all the way from Cincinnati, Asia's
Yay,
here. And
very
both
good.
of you are going to get a chance to take a taste. So, Tim, take it away here. This is going to
And
be
you
great.
said you love foie gras, so
I love foie gras.
oh, that's great. Well, let's give this a taste. You saw how the chef did that. Everything looks good. Oh, and I guess
Cheers.
yeah. Cheers. We're going in. Let's go. And then, of course, you want to get that sauce and everything in there.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers. Here we go. Oh, wow.
It's so creamy.
We made a match.
Wow. Isn't that delicious?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I appreciate it. You know what? I'll let you go ahead. You want to take that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to hide this one over here. All right.
I was looking for a plate.
Thank you very much for being our tasting person right on camera.
Awesome.
All right, Kevin.
I love that. You know, food has the ability to put a smile on our faces. I mean,
does. I'm telling
obviously. And when you have just good, rich, you know, just that food that you love, that just makes you feel good.
It makes you feel real good. And then you know what? That is so rich and delicious that I was thinking about a cocktail that would
Yes.
kind of just go along great with that. And I call this the Sparkling Frenchman. And
Okay.
it's starts out with champagne as the base. I'm using Corbel Brut. And champagne pairs with everything. And it actually kind of, it takes away if there's heat or if there's like the fat in the foie gras, it actually cleanses the palate. So champagne's always good. It pairs with everything.
So popular. Everybody
it really
knows
is.
it. Everybody's had it.
And
it
you don't have to
seems.
spend a lot of money. I mean, this is a great champagne for around $12.99, $13, whatever. But anyway, starting out with about 4 ounces of that. To that, here's the French side. I'm going to use a little bit of Chambord black raspberry liqueur from the Loire, France area. So that's our French part. So about a ½ ounce of Chambord goes in.
Okay.
Now, if I stop here, this is what they call the classic fleur de lis. All right, this is or Kir Royale. Either way, it's good. But we're going to kick this up with a little elderflower liqueur, which is also from France. So
Okay.
it's a very kind of flowery, floral, wonderful taste. It's actually going to mix well with the Chambord. So here it is.
That's easy as
Cheers. Let's see how we did.
Cheers.
Boom. Wow. How's that?
Oh, that's good. That'll wake your mouth up.
It does, doesn't it? It cleanses the palate.
Yeah.
Makes everything taste good. And
I'm just going to sit over here and now why don't you get back to cooking
all right,
with
I
the
got to
chef
get back
and
to
I'll
cooking.
just
All
hang
right,
out.
Chef Alexander, how are you doing,
Cheers.
buddy? All right, we're going to do airline chicken. Did I
Yes,
say that?
so we're going to do an airline chicken.
How fitting for Bowman Field to do an
Absolutely,
airline chicken.
absolutely.
Did you get that?
Bada bing.
And let's start with our
All right.
sauce real quick. We've got Madeira here. It's great stuff to cook with, real nice nutty flavor. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it into a nice sauce pot. We use a copper tin lined here, and that's to stop the acids from imparting a bad flavor from bad metal. Like stainless steel, if you add too much acid to it, it's going to impart a flavor to it. So you really want to use a tin lined copper pan.
Nice, okay.
Copper evenly distributes the heat very well.
Good to know.
Little Madeira. Watch out, it will flame up on you. It's fortified wine, so they add a little bit of extra.
Boy, you can smell that. Just boom. Now it's
So, in what
the
you're
alcohol's
gonna
burning off and the flavors are staying.
exactly. So now we're gonna start working on our chicken breast. And the main thing to remember with your chicken breast is you want to start it off on a medium to low heat, because if you start it off on a high heat like you would a steak,
Right.
it's going to shrink that skin up. And I like to leave my skin on there just because it keeps it juicy. At the end, you guys can pull the skin off and discard it. I know not a lot of people like it. And here we go.
But it adds so much flavor to it too. It keeps,
Oh.
like you said, a couple of things are going on. It keeps flavor, adds the moistness to it.
Absolutely.
It's like when you buy the skinless, boneless breast of chicken, you got to add tons of stuff on there just to make it taste good. But use it's natural. And like you said, if you want to, after it's cooked, you can peel it off
Oh, absolutely. You know.
and give it to me or Kevin.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
I'm sure. And so what you're going to look for,
All right.
you're going to look for is what we call offset, where it almost goes dry, where the liquor cooks off. So we added a little heavy cream to it, and now we're going to bring up our cream. Now the great thing about Madeira cream sauce is you're always going to have a little bit left over from the night before. So you can reheat it and bring it right back to life. A lot of times if you try to reheat a cream sauce, it's going to break on you just straight
okay,
away.
yeah.
So you want to start with fresh cream and fresh alcohol, especially to fortify it and get the fresh flavors back in there. So feel it, just kind of open up. And you're going to wait till your cream just starts to bubble.
Okay.
And the main thing to remember about cream too is that it loses some of its sweetness once you bring it to a boil. So you might want to finish some of your cream sauces with a little bit of fresh cream at the end. So now we got some haricots verts, and we're going to start those heating up real gently.
Haricots verts.
Haricots verts.
Haricots verts. By the
Sure.
way, they're green beans, but if you say haricots verts, you can charge $3 more.
Absolutely, absolutely.
There's a secret revealed.
That's how I got my kid through school. So now we're going to check our chicken breast. Generally, it's going to take about 5 to 7 minutes. But what you're going to look for is a nice browning and a crispness of the skin before you move it to the oven. All right, now our cream just started talking to us. And luckily, I have some leftover cream sauce
Oh, nice.
from the night before. So we're going to be real quick about this. So we're going to just drop it in, and you're going to do just a couple tablespoons at a time, and you're just going to...
It's going to thicken everything up. And
Yeah. If you don't have old Madeira sauce, just let it reduce slowly. You know, let the cream reduce, and you can tell when a Madeira or any cream sauce is done by how tight the bubbles are together.
Okay.
And again, with the cream sauce, you want to take your time. French cooking is not about speed.
And
you know?
it is. It's about time and letting those flavors just play with each other, have fun. And plus, when you're doing cream, you don't want to bubble it up and curdle it and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, you don't want to curdle it and you don't want to scorch it because it will scorch on the bottom of the pan.
That's true.
You know, so that's why you want to generally take your time and keep it moving. It's just like a risotto. You want to keep it moving. And now we're starting to see our cream sauce starting to come together. And, you know, the more alcohol you add to it, the more flavor you're going to get. So it's going to become very potent. And
That's why Kevin's got such a personality. The more alcohol you add, the more flavor.
Right.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can see it's just beaming. You know, I think it's the jacket. I think it's the jacket.
I'm ready for Derby, just in case it
Absolutely.
happens tomorrow. I'm there.
So now our cream sauce is coming up to a boil, and never ever fill a pot over a third with cream because once it comes up to that boil, it's going to rise up and it's going to come over the edges. So always remember a third, yeah. And nobody likes cleaning up
we
our
all
cream.
have seen that happen. It happened to anybody else where it comes over the pan and it's a mess.
Now I've added chicken stock to my chicken about halfway up the breast here, and this is what's going to keep it juicy. Once it goes into that 425 or 450 oven, I added a little bit of herbs, a little salt and pepper, and hopefully the fats from my lovely chicken skin will keep my herbs from burning.
How long does it stay in the oven?
It usually takes about 5 to 7 minutes.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, the magic of TV will show us what that looks like, and we will finish up the great chicken dish from Relais and Chef Alex Dulaney when we come back. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Foods. This is our kitchen studio. I'm Kevin Harnett alongside Tim Laird and Chef Alex Dulaney from Bistro Relais, and we've been enjoying the secrets to some great French cooking, Tim.
I'll tell you, I love it. And the airline chicken is finishing off in the oven and should be ready in about a couple of minutes or so. But I'll tell you what, I can't help but look at this. Tell us about that.
All right, our potato gratin, or gratin dauphinois as we call it, is we take about 12 potatoes and we peel them real nice and we make sure there's no eyes left.
Okay.
And we run them over a mandolin as thin as we can, potato chips, you know. And then at that point we add a quart of cream, 2 cups of Parmesan, some salt, some of our herb blend again, and then we add a little bit of garlic and shallots. And we put it in the oven for about 3.5 hours at 350, and then we're gonna pull it out and we're gonna let it rest 24 hours before we even cut it. And at that point we're gonna portion it, and then we'll get these nice squares. And so when we're cooking on the line, all we have to do is grab one of these little guys, throw them in the oven.
And that's on the menu as a side, or does that come with a particular dish?
Yeah, as a side, and it comes with the chicken and our lamb.
All right, so the chicken came out. It's already done. We got to plate it up with the, oh my gosh, there it is.
Absolutely.
You called that the gratin?
Dauphinois. We're gonna finish with our Madeira cream.
Oh, that rich, beautiful cream sauce. God, that's going to be Kevin. How about that?
Right.
There go little shiitake mushrooms.
And what I love about the mushrooms, kind of that earthy flavor that goes well with the sauce and the chicken.
Absolutely.
Nice combination.
All right. Here we got the haricot verts. Get the bright green coming on. We're gonna finish the little lemon zest again. It's just very traditional.
Wow.
Very, very traditional.
This is really a traditional French dish. I mean, there it is. Delicious.
Thank you guys.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Well, I think it's ready to take a taste.
All right.
Let's see how we did. So much of the French food comes down to the sauces, and you know, you can just see.
It is. It's the sauce and everything else. And okay, can we have maybe just
dive in there,
the
Tim.
end there. Just
Twice in one show, you've gotten to take a taste.
How about that? I love it. I think we're going to change the format.
Right?
No.
It looks delicious, and I love the ambiance out at Bowmanfield. I'm going to get a little of this potato too.
It just comes out. That chicken just tastes wonderful. I like the crunch of the skin. Glad we left that on.
Get a little potato in there, Tim. That's good. Wow. Fantastic.
Oh,
Chef, thank
Chef,
you.
great job.
Thank you,
That's
guys.
wonderful. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Chef.
We know our
Anytime.
audience appreciates it too.
Thanks, guys.
You're going to have a chance to take a taste, and you can do the same if you're interested in being a member of our studio audience. Check it out online at Mint Julep Tours, or you can check it out on our webpage, along with the recipes from Alex and a number of our chefs. That's newlocaltv.com. For Tim Laird, I'm Kevin Harnett. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Secrets of Louisville Chefs.